what's the most un-Kardashian thing a Kardashian could possibly do? If you said quit the Kardashians reality show, then you'd be correct. And there's a lot of speculation that that's exactly what Kourtney Kardashian is poised to do. It's no secret that Kourtney's a little different from her sisters in terms of things like her values and what she prioritizes. She's very family-centric and is all about her husband, Travis Barker. And now that she's about to have her fourth baby, the Kardashians are nervous that she's going to quit the show. Is Kourtney really going to quit the Kardashians? What finally pushed her over the edge? And what does she plan to do next?
I just don't have the energy for this. My head is on a different planet, and I feel like I'm living a different life. I am unsubscribing from this drama.
Rumor has it that Kourtney Kardashian is ready to branch off and do her own thing, and we can't be more happy for her. Of course, if it's true, this is a move that a lot of us have seen coming from a mile away. And while it's easy for some of us to sit back and say, well, she should have done that a long time ago, as long as she got there, it doesn't matter how long it took her, right? Who could blame her? She worked really hard to get her Dolce & Gabbana wedding collab for 5 years, and I don't care what they say, Kris and Kim sabotaged that behind Kourtney's back. The whole thing was beyond shady.
It's just legit copying my wedding. Like, everything that I did was like pulling like references of like 90s.
Kourtney and her stylist put in the work going through D&G's archives and coming up with this gorgeous 90s style mini dress. But Kim stole that opportunity from her, and their mom, Kris, helped.
From my wedding, with looks that we so carefully curated, and then putting it into the fashion show.
Dolce & Gabbana have a role to play in this swindling too. Kim Kardashian is more famous in Italy, so they saw the opportunity to make more money and they jumped on it. Kim and Kris say that the deal was strictly business and that it wasn't anything personal.
If I had called and said, hi, I really want to do this, what would you have said? I don't know. And I may have been like, my usual personality, because I don't really care about stuff like that, was to be like, oh my God, do it. Take the money and run. But because it was my wedding, it really wasn't business for me. It was such a special day. I feel like it takes away from the specialness.
But Kourtney is their blood, and it's messed up that they did her that way. Maybe someone should make these girls watch Lilo and Stitch to learn about Ohana. The thing that many people don't realize is that mom, Kris Jenner, played a major role in this business deal betrayal. As the so-called momager of the girls, she manages all of their business dealings, which means she had her finger on the pulse of these deals. And she A, threw Kourtney under the bus, and B, didn't tell her about Kim's deal until it was after it was already finalized. Under any other circumstances, Kourtney would be within her rights to sue for things like theft of intellectual property and breach of contract. But both her mom, manager, and sister were involved with her getting completely screwed over, which makes it all the more messy.
I
think it's about communication. Mom never mentioned it to me.
That's not,
and it's
but
also,
that's not fair. I don't think that's
still
fair.
has never mentioned it, and mom feels like she has, like, is entitled almost. I can't explain it. Like, she doesn't have to get my permission. And I'm like, no, of course, no one has to get my permission.
That says a lot right there. If Kourtney came to them and said, hey, I feel like you guys used my wedding as a business deal and sort of really screwed me over, and they were just like, oh, well, I didn't know I needed permission to do business at your wedding and screw you over, then that's insane. We'd be pissed too, honestly. It's a good thing that Kourtney's eyes are opened a bit because there's definitely a limit to her success with Kris at the helm. The harsh truth is that she's holding her back from her full potential. The biggest and best deals will always be given to Kim, which is completely unfair. There's some definite favoritism in the family, and now it seems like Khloe is starting to reap the benefits of it too. So all Kourtney could possibly hope for is the scraps and leftovers that her sisters don't get. So, Kourtney did a thing that pissed her mom and sisters off. Her pregnancy announcement wasn't planned by the Kardashians. See, Kourtney is married to Travis Barker from the band Blink-182. And for backstory, in their All the Small Things video, there are a lot of shots of fans holding signs that say things like, I want you that way, baby, and blink me. Then Travis is depicted kissing and rolling around with a woman on the beach who later comes to another Blink concert holding up a sign that says, Travis, I'm pregnant. And that is what Kourtney recreated as her pregnancy announcement. If you didn't know, Kourtney and Travis have had a really hard time getting pregnant. She chronicled her IVF journey on the show. She said, Travis and I want to have a baby. But the treatments really messed with her, and they eventually decided to stop, with her saying, I would love a baby more than anything, but I just really believe in what God has in store for us. If that's a baby, then I believe that it will happen. So this announcement was absolutely the most wholesome, heartwarming thing ever. But the Kardashians very noticeably didn't come out in force to congratulate her. The most she got was Kim reposting her video with the caption, "Congrats, we're having a Kravis baby," and Kendall liked Kourtney's video. It's speculated that since the family always makes such a big deal of congratulating each other for various things online, that they found out about Kourtney's pregnancy with this video just as the rest of us did, and they were upset that she didn't do the reveal on the show. One fan pointed out, "You know something's really off because Kris hasn't posted about it, but within the past 2 hours has posted about Kylie Cosmetics." And another said, "It does feel so weird given their history of always commenting and sharing everything. Such strange vibes with Kourtney and the rest of the family." Kris did eventually come out and post about it 2 days later, but as fans pointed out, that whole thing was weird. This move by Kourtney is being called very un-Kardashian, but that's exactly what she was going for. She's sick of all the drama and nonsense she has to put up with from her family, and she's ready to go her own way. According to a source, the drama and tension has been building for a while. Kim and Kourt just don't get along right now, and Kourt is finding it too much hard work. She really resents being dictated to by Kim and also thinks the show is so dull. She's done, and the pregnancy and soon-to-be baby are her perfect reason to bow out. The US Sun claims that Kourtney wants to break out on her own, focusing on her Poosh and Lemmy brands. And there are even rumors that she and Travis have been working on a reality show of their own that focuses on their parenting lives.
Kourtney Kardashian quitting the Kardashians reality show? New reports suggest that Kourtney wants to move away from her family reality series and create a spin-off series with her husband Travis Barker and their family. She feels that she has learned everything she possibly can from Kris Jenner and the reality show. They also suggest that Kourtney has grown tired of fighting with her sister Kim and wants to concentrate on creating her own empire away from her siblings.
Kourtney started drifting away from the Kardashians since she got with Travis in 2021. And it's not just because she lost touch with them or something. They started mocking her relationship and how cute she and Travis are. They even tried to recreate her relationship by getting Kim together with Pete Davidson, which was an epic fail. And listen to how Kim talks about Kourtney here.
She got so mad. She said, "You're trying to copy me," but she always tries to hate on the side. She's such a hater.
And that's what she said in a public business meeting that was being recorded, so who knows how much worse it is in private. There was also the whole Christmas photo shoot debacle. Kourtney was telling Kim she was leaving at a specific time to spend time with her kids, and it really annoyed Kim, and she told Kourtney to just leave because nobody wanted her there. I need Kourtney to not be so effing annoying with a stick up her acting like she runs this shit because she doesn't. She's the least exciting to look at. Kourtney heard Kim say that and understandably left in tears. And when Khloe called to talk to her, she wound up on the phone with Kim and said, "You're a very distraught and evil human being. I don't agree with who you are as a person. We have a disgusting family. I'm ashamed to be related to people like that." Kim later said that she didn't quite say what she meant there. "I said least exciting, but what I meant was she's the most boring." Like, she really thought that calling someone boring was less insulting. Kim is always making these little jabs at Kourtney. Watch this.
I feel like our brand is known for being sexy, and there is nothing sexy about me. Kourtney doesn't really bring the sexy, I'm not gonna lie.
And she supposedly based that opinion on the fact that she says the men in her life didn't want to sleep with Kourtney. That's beyond weird on several levels. Who asked their men if they want to hook up with their sister? Kim Kardashian, apparently. Let's compare the two, since that's what Kim wants to do. Kourtney brings a subtle type of sexy to the table. She's not out there and vulgar with it, which is what Kim's idea of sexy is. Kourtney is very much more down to earth and gives off girl next door energy. And the fact that she's such a strong woman and great mom who's family focused is a type of attractiveness unto itself. Kim trying to spin the narrative that Kourtney isn't sexy and doesn't live up to the family's reputation and pull her weight in the family just because she doesn't meet Kim's idea of what sexy is just crazy. And it probably comes from a place of insecurity. You can tell that Kourtney feels a different type of way now that she's with Travis, and that type of confidence itself is hot. After season 18 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kourtney said this about the show in an interview. "I was feeling unfulfilled, and it became a toxic environment for me to continue to have it occupy as much of my life as it was." And you can really see that if she has a sister saying such nasty things about her and a mom that's helping to screw her out of business deals. With family like that, who needs enemies, right? A source revealed to People that Kourtney doesn't want to engage in any family drama. She doesn't need her family or sisters to make money. She's very much enjoying doing her own thing. She'd much rather focus on her brand than filming for the show. Now, of course, Kourtney still loves her sisters, but she isn't all about all of this pettiness and drama, which is why she's allegedly considering bowing out. But what do you think about all this? Can Kourtney make it on her own? Should she leave the Kardashians behind? Would you watch a reality show about her and Travis? Tell us your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you again soon in the next video.